Picture this. You finally retire, and you move somewhere beautiful, somewhere cheaper. No more cold winters, no more 9 to 5, just sunshine, low costs, and freedom. But here's what most Americans don't see coming. You can leave the country, but you can't leave the IRS. Most retirees think moving abroad means a clean break. It doesn't, and the surprise can cost them thousands. This is the retirement abroad tax trap, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid it. So stick around. This could save your retirement. First, let's be honest. Retiring abroad is a great idea. Millions of Americans dream about it every single year. Lower rent, cheaper healthcare, a slower pace of life. Your dollars can stretch a lot further overseas. Mark here did the math. The numbers looked amazing. Half the cost of living, twice the sunshine. So he and his wife packed their bags and made the leap. New country, new home, new life. For a while, everything was perfect. But then, an envelope arrived. From the IRS, all the way across the ocean. Mark was confused. He'd left the country. How could the U.S. still want his taxes? Here's the answer most people learn far too late. And it all comes down to one strange rule. It's called Citizenship-Based Taxation. Almost every country taxes you based on where you live. Move away, and you stop paying their taxes. Simple. But the United States is different. Only 2 countries on Earth tax you no matter where you live. And one of them is America. If you hold a U.S. passport, the IRS follows you, everywhere, for life. It doesn't matter that you live abroad. It doesn't matter that you earn your money there. You still have to file a U.S. tax return. Every single year, no exceptions. Mark had no idea, and he is not alone. Now here's the good news, so don't panic yet. Filing taxes does not always mean paying twice. There are tools designed to prevent double taxation. One is the foreign tax credit. It lets you offset U.S. taxes with taxes you already paid abroad. Another is the foreign earned income exclusion. But here's the catch most people miss. These benefits are not automatic. You only get them if you actually file. Skip the paperwork and you lose the protection. That's where so many retirees get burned. They assume they owe nothing, so they file nothing. But the IRS still expects the forms, and missing them can trigger penalties. Penalties that grow every month you ignore them. So the trap is not always the tax itself, it's the paperwork you never knew you owed. Mark learned this the hard way. But the tax return was only the beginning, because there was a second trap waiting. The bank trap. To live abroad, Mark needed a local bank account. Simple, right? Just open an account. Except the teller saw his U.S. passport, and her smile disappeared. Why would a bank be afraid of an American? One word, FATCA. It's a U.S. law that reaches across the entire planet. It forces foreign banks to report American customers, straight to the IRS. If they get it wrong, the bank faces huge fines. So many banks decided it's easier to just say no. No to Americans. No account, no exceptions. Imagine moving abroad and not being able to open a bank account. It happens more often than you'd think. But FATCA was only half the banking problem. The other half? The FBAR. If your foreign accounts go over a certain amount, you must report every single one to the U.S. Treasury. Forget just one account, and the penalties can be brutal. Even an honest mistake can be costly. Mark didn't even know the FBAR existed, and ignorance is not a defense. So now Mark had 2 problems stacking up. Filing requirements he never expected. The good news? Both are manageable with the right help. But we'll get to the solution soon. Because there's a third trap, and this one hits your health. Most retirees count on one thing, Medicare. They paid into it their whole working lives. So naturally, they expect it to be there when they need it. But here's the shock. Medicare usually does not cover you outside the United States. Cross the border, and your coverage basically stops. That dream beach town? You're on your own for healthcare. Mark found this out at the worst possible moment. A sudden trip to a foreign hospital. The care was good. The bill was a surprise. Because Medicare paid none of it. And yet, he was still paying his Medicare premiums back home. Paying for coverage he couldn't even use. This is the healthcare trap so many expats fall into. The fix exists, but you have to plan for it. Many retirees buy international health insurance. Others use the strong local healthcare in their new country. In many places, care is excellent and far cheaper, but you have to set it up before you need it. Not from a hospital bed in a foreign country. So Mark fixed his coverage, one trap down. But he wasn't finished yet. There was still one trap hiding in plain sight. The money trap, where your dollars quietly lose value. Most retirees rely on Social Security checks. Good news, you can usually receive them abroad. But not everywhere. A few countries are off limits. Move to the wrong place and the payments can stop. So always check the list before you choose a country. But even when the checks arrive, there's a hidden cost. Your check comes in dollars. Your life costs local currency. And exchange rates move every single day. When the dollar drops, your income drops with it. Suddenly, that cheap paradise feels a little more expensive. Mark's budget was built on yesterday's exchange rate. One bad year, and the math stopped working. Then come the hidden transfer fees. Every transfer abroad can quietly skim off the top. A few dollars here, a few there. It adds up fast. But this trap has simple fixes too. Use low-cost currency services instead of regular banks. Keep a cushion of savings for bad exchange years. And never build your budget on the best-case rate. Plan for the dollar to dip, then you're never caught off guard. So now Mark could see all the traps clearly. Taxes, banks, healthcare, and currency. 4 traps that catch thousands of retirees every year. But here's the truth. Every single one can be avoided. So how do you retire abroad the smart way? Step 1. Know that you still owe a U.S. tax return. File it every year, even if you owe nothing. Step 2. Understand FBAR and FATCA before you bank abroad. Choose banks that welcome American customers. Step 3. Sort out your healthcare before you move. International insurance or strong local care. Just plan ahead. Step 4. Protect yourself from currency swings, low-cost transfers, and a savings cushion for safety. And the most important step of all, talk to a cross-border tax professional. One good advisor can save you years of stress and thousands of dollars. With a plan in place, Mark finally relaxed. Same beach, same dream. But now, no nasty surprises. The retirement abroad dream is real, and it's worth it. You just have to walk in with your eyes open. Quick note. This video is general education, not personal advice. Rules and numbers change, so always check official sources and a pro. If this video helped you, subscribe so you don't miss the next money trap. Until then, plan smart and enjoy the journey.